Okay, great morning. Oh, it is Thursday, April 25th. Oh, and I've got the sneezes this morning. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Let's do the cards and see what the pointing is today. What are they going to have to say? Dragonfly magic. Let's see if I can put these out and make hide or heads or tails out of them. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, where to begin? Okay, let's start here. First card out is keeping still. Okay. Like the mountain, unmovable. I like the mountain signs here. Meditation, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, equanimity, and serenity. Okay. So if you keep these in purity, okay, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, equanimity, purity of thoughts, keep that type of an ideation going. As your perception changes, and this is part of the path, being in the moment. If you find yourself projecting into the future, bring yourself back to now. If you see yourself reminiscing about the past, caught up in that drama, stop, bring yourself back to now. The only thing that's happening is what's happening right in this moment. Because the only place you can truly live is this moment. So are you living, or are you abdicating it to fantasy in the future, or ruminating in the past? Okay, so the first thing on the path is to learn to be in the moment. Observation, stilling. The more you observe, the more you enter quietude, the more your perception will change. Okay, your vision will become more pure. Okay, the more strength you will gain. Okay, the more it seems that magic occurs, more flow within the universe. And last but not least, even the left-handed blessings are beneficial as is the case with the vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Okay. I think we've all had those vulture experiences, the left-handed blessings that we gain something from, but it's not necessarily really pleasant. Okay. But these are the things that really the vulture, nothing is wasted. If you look back at the past drama or your what ifs, and you really confront them, okay, through meditation, through self-renewal, composure, detachment, really look at it, you will come to self-acceptance and equanimity. These things have to be looked at with equanimity, okay? You look and you watch. Part of the path is watching where the thoughts come from. Where do they go to? What gives them life? Emotion. Thoughts bring up emotion, okay? And then it feels more solid. But it has no life unless you are consciously holding on to it. Well, if it has so much validity, where did it go? Okay. It goes from nothing to nothing. Okay. So this is part of the path, where you really start to make breakthroughs is when you can sit there in equanimity and you observe. This is why I used to tell my students it's good for them to go to one of these meditation sessions where you're just sitting for a number of days. And you'll sit there and all sorts of things will be flooding the mind. It has nothing to do with what's happening where you're just sitting. And then you begin to see how the mind constructs these fantasy realms and how you get sucked into it. And how this creates all this emotion. Again, if you really just stop and see anger or you see fear, you'll see it's a rush of adrenaline, which then you superimpose some sort of an activity on it, some past thing or some future what if scenario. Okay. But in the end, you'll see that it's a rush of adrenaline. Okay. Which you've now conflicted and conjoined into some scenario that you put together that you're running with. Okay. So again, a big part of the path is starting to observe, be in the moment, so that you can, the mind has to still enough that you can actually observe it. You have to get into witness state where you're having thoughts and this stuff is going on, but you're able to analyze and see it at the same time it's happening. That is called witness state. It takes a little while to be able to get there where you have enough of a buffer zone that you can objectively look at these things. So how do you get to witness state? Again, doing one thing at a time with full attention, full intention, and observing, being in the moment. Bring yourself back to the now, rather than projecting in the future or on the hamster wheel of the past. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. If you are starting that path, a good book to start out with, if you haven't read it, is Jon Kabat-Zinn's book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. It's a good book to start on being able to observe the moment, okay? A good starting point, okay? And then there are a lot of other things that we give, like on the path that I constructed and put together for people. There are a lot of other practices that are done to help aid how to be in the moment. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you've been hanging around here for a while, always good to have you here. If there's a topic you want to hear spoken on, please let me know. Or if there's a reading that you want to see done, let me know what that is as well. So thank you, and I will see you online. Aho, have a great Thursday.